So I don't think there are any leeches here, but there are plenty of like dang insects. Like extension, there's loads of like silk or whatever. Sorry, this is not going to be a talking video, by the way. That's why I'm flinching. It's like there's insects. So right now in Japan it's Tsuyu, or Tsuyu, however it's pronounced. That is to say rainy season. Oh boy. There's a lot of cobwebs. A lot of cobwebs. So much stuff in here. Yes, as per usual on these walks in summertime, I'm only turning the camera off every time I'm just walking, because it's too hot to have the camera on all the time. So if I see something interesting like this, abandoned hut again, then yeah. I really hate not having waterproof boots. So the sign said that this was a trail, and it kind of is, but okay, it's very wide here, but about maybe 20-30 meters back there, I just foraging is that the right word? Having to force my way through, and just like tons and tons of spiders. Like, my skin is crawling. Can't stop scratching and itching. Yeah. I just know that I'm going to be taking home some friends today. Anyway, I want to walk a bit more, see if I see anything interesting, and if so, camera on, if not, camera off. Padella. So I made it. Had some hairy encounters. I didn't see it, but I did see a bear print. When I was crossing one of the small rivers, I saw an imprint of a bear's foot. Like they'd stepped into like the water and put it onto the stone. And on the other side, for about maybe 10-15 minutes that I was walking up this trail, I saw like the bear where he'd be like trotting or stepping or whatever and pushing the ground away. So that was rather foolish of me. I didn't put it on camera because, well, I didn't want to stop really if like there was a bear about. But that trail, I'm going to put up a photo of like the name of it when I came around the other side so you can see what it is. And I don't think anyone has gone along that trail in a long time. Like a lot of the path was kind of untrodden in a long time, it looked like. Lots of spiders, cobwebs and such, unbroken and quite dense, so you know, must have taken them a while to build. But lots of insects, a possible bear, and very steep. This is only like 341.5 meters, as you can see from the sign. But and altogether, like I was marking the steps as I was coming, and it was about maybe 4,000, 5,000 steps, and it took me about an hour to do. That's awful, you know. I had to keep stopping because foolishly I didn't bring any water. Whenever I go on these excursions, I never bring water. I said to myself as I was walking along, I'll buy something. Oh, it's 7-Eleven, or this is a Lawson, so I'll buy something. And then I got to the start of it, I was like, oh, didn't buy anything. So, yeah. This is not the final stop on this little walk. There is a lookout that I want to get to. There's actually two potentially, but I certainly want to get to at least one of them, so I can make a kind of a, well, so I can see Gifu Castle from this side of the Nagara River, which I think will like contrast nicely, no, not contrast, juxtapose, whatever, go nicely against the video I took before. Oh god, it's nice to see the sun slightly through the trees. It was very dark in there also, which is another reason why I didn't take any or much footage. It wasn't like pitch black or anything, but it was grim, and not a single person, not a single soul, just me, the quiet, and lots of insects. Oh, but I did see my first what are they called, the centipedes, the, not mamushi, that's the snake. Thankfully I didn't see that. Keimushi, is it? There's only a baby one, the centipede, but yeah, paid it some respect and stepped over it. Surprisingly, that's the first one I've seen in Japan in like all the 5 or so years I've been here now. But yeah, anyway, let's get back to it. Okay, so let me just show you this nice pathway. Isn't it beautiful? Isn't it gorgeous? This is the pathway that I'm guessing most people take to get to this place. So you come along this nice, fairly even walkway that is looking quite well maintained. Not so many insects, still a few because you know it's Japan in summertime, but not so many. You come along here, you walk up this fairly steepish incline with a lot of, I don't know the technical term, but cutbacks or crossbacks, whatever. They kind of, so this goes like, so this here goes like up here, and then this way, and then this way, well, more than a couple of times, and it's a fairly steep incline, to be fair, but it's kind of easy, you know. It's like there's no scrabbling or dangerous footing or anything. It's just up. The path I took, this whole thing, which my understanding is that this leads to like to a campsite and a parking and a actual like public park or something, and as also one of like the lookout points, which should be I should be arriving at soon. But I mean, it's just, if I had come this way, I'd think to myself, oh, this has been a nice, peaceful, calm, relaxing, leisurely stroll, compared to the course I took, which was filled with spiders and insects. And like I said up there in like the last video, in the last image, I might switch the order of these actually, I don't know. No, I'm going to keep it this way. As I said in the last clip, like, I'm pretty sure there was a bear as well, kind of like meandering about somewhere where I couldn't see it. So, yeah. And then you got this nice, relaxing, very, very few, comparatively speaking, insects. Still, I mean, it's giving me some exercise, yeah. Like at the minute I'm on what, about 16-ish thousand steps. Yeah, a little under 16,000. Admittedly, about 11,000 of those were actually getting to the starting point of the trail. Anyway, let's get back to it, because it is starting to get a little bit late. It's like nearly, well, it's gone past 3 now. Yeah, half 3. And I do want to, you know, it doesn't go dark until about 6, half 6 now, because it's summertime, but I still would rather be down and off the mountainside before it, you know, starts getting dark. Even if it is like this. Anyway, let's go find that lookout point. I said this was going to be a nice leisurely stroll, and it is a nice leisurely stroll, but leisurely stroll. Leisurely, I don't know. Anyway. I've just seen like a literal gang of Japanese hornets. Just like flying over my head. Like, thank God they didn't dive bomb me or whatever, because that would have been like, I would have been dead. Just like, no joke. But yeah, I also saw a really big butterfly, which was nice. Either a big butterfly or a small bat. Either way. Look, I can see the sun again. Today, it was supposed to be torrential rain. It was supposed to be really tipping it down. But I'm wondering if that turn off was... So originally I was planning to go to Tsushima Park, Tenzo something or other. No wait, Tenno Zokoshi or something. Tenno... I'll put the name of it down in the description or wherever. It is a place I want to go to eventually, because it looks really cool. But I wanted to go there for like the rain, but it's supposed to be torrential today, but well, not even a little. He says no full well that now it's going to absolutely tip it down. Anyway, let's go find that lookout. Well, I found the lookout, and oh dear Lord. Lots of these little hovering insects, but my god, that view. So it's kind of slightly difficult to see, but over in that distance are the, because it's cloudy you can't really see them, but over in the distance are the Japanese Alps. They're going towards Nagano and such. In that direction you got going in that direction you got Tokyo, and I guess in the other direction you got Osaka, but you can't really see it in that way, not really. Although maybe actually, because if you have a look over here, you might have seen this as I was coming in, there's an actual platform, and this is much bigger than what I was expecting. That's what she said. Nailed it. I wish. No, it is though. It is much. The lookout is much bigger, much taller than I imagined. Because normally, when it says like on the map, it says like, oh, this place, this mountain has a lookout point. It's normally just like, it's well built, but normally it's like very small and just kind of, it's not, you know, two-tier as this one is. Something is in my shoe. I think it's a stone. I hope it's a stone. But yeah, so let's have a look up here. But does it say the temperature over there? Is that working? I don't think it's working, is it? No. No. Anyway, enough messing about. Let's go have a look at the view. Because like, oh, it's amazing. It's like, you got this down here. You come across, and what? I'm going to do 2 videos of this. I'm going to do like one silent and one talking because, yeah, just look at that. I mean, so if you look just in the center of the image now, there's a tiny little bridge down there. That's the bridge from the start of the video. Hello, past Terence. How are you doing? Dead, I see. That's too bad. Future Terence is doing fine. I don't know, I'm just chatting nonsense. But, and over there you got Gifu Castle. You can't really see it because it's on the other side, but my house would be on the, my apartment would be on the other side of that. You can, however, see what's it called, flat 43 or something, or floor 43, I cannot remember. I'll put the name of the place down there, but it's the tallest building in Gifu. There's an observation tower on the end there, sorry, on the top. If you go over to this side, I don't know if you can see it again, it's like very small because it's very far in the distance. You got tower 143, I think it's called, which is a 143 meter tower in Ichinomiya. Again with an observation tower. It's actually, I haven't been, but I've heard really good things about it because as you can see, that whole area is flat. So if you go to the top of, I think it is called 143 or Tower 143, you can pretty much see like the entire, I think it's called the Nobi Plain, like the flat basin in which rests Ichinomiya, Nagoya, and I guess Gifu City. And yeah, the river that we're looking at going down here is the Nagara River, which is looking a lot healthier than I've seen it in recent times. It's like I guess because of the rainy season, it's looking actually like a river and not so much like a stream, which is always good. And yeah, over towards that direction you have Ogaki, which is almost impossible to see. It's just like a mountain of shapes, whatever. That's the wrong phrase to use whenever actual mountains like in the way. It's just a blob of shapes, blob of buildings over in that direction somewhere. And you can't really see it, but over there you got like the Yoro Mountains. Again, because it's cloudy, it's difficult to see. But yeah, the Yoro Mountains are over there. That's well, the southern edge of that mountain range is where I found the leeches the other day. I was attacked by. So yeah. And then over there, far in the distance, you got Ogaki and sorry, Ogaki. You got the Kansai region. You got Shiga. You got Osaka. You got all those big cities over there. On the one hand, I wish I'd come here on a more sunny day, a more clear day. But having said that, I think it would have been too hot. The way I came in was actually, can you see it down there? No, that's not it. I came in from the south side, which is the more challenging climb, the more challenging ascent. And yeah, like I've said this before in this video, but it was clear that nobody has used that path in this year, I would say, but maybe longer. So I just had a very fun conversation with a man, an old man who apparently comes up here every day to check the temperature and I guess check like the place is in good repair. He did something to like the temperature gauge, I guess was checking it, but it made me realize just like how terrible my spoken Japanese is. Reading I'm okay-ish. Writing I'm terrible, I'll be honest, but reading I'm okay with. Listening I'm okay with. Speaking, no. Let's have a look from up here. Because there's like a picture that says what you can see. Oh, it's actually got the name of the places. Oh, so it wasn't 143, it was 148. Alright, so you got the JR, what's it say, Centararu. So I'm really good at it, but I can't really say it. Towers? JR Central Towers, okay. Tsunachi. Okay. Yeah, Tower 43. Anyway, I don't know if I'm going to see the other lookout point because I'm tired. I'm really tired. 20,000 plus steps today, and I've got to do another 10-ish thousand to get home. Over 10,000 actually, now that I think of it, because I've got to get down the mountain, which will be another 5,000 by itself, and 10,000 to actually, yeah, it's going to be like 35, 40,000 by the time I get home. Oh, sure. Alright, so